Simple Tales presents Tam and Cam from Vietnamese folklore. Long ago, there lived a kind girl named Tam. After her mother's death, her father remarried a woman who had a daughter of her own named Cam. At first, Tam hoped they would become a family. But when her father also died, life changed. The stepmother favoured Cam in everything and treated Tam like a servant. While Cam rested, Tam cooked, cleaned, carried water, gathered firewood, and worked from dawn until night. One day, the two girls were sent to catch fish in a nearby pond. The stepmother promised a reward to whichever girl returned with the fullest basket. Tam worked diligently all day and soon filled her basket. Cam spent her time playing. Near sunset, Cam noticed Tam's catch. "Sister," she said sweetly, "your face is dirty. Go wash it in the pond before we return home." Trusting her, Tam stepped into the water. At once, Cam emptied Tam's basket into her own and ran home.
When Tam discovered the trick, she sat by the pond and wept. A divine spirit appeared and asked why she was crying. After hearing her story, the spirit told her to look into the water. There she found a small fish with shining scales. "Take it home and keep it in your well," said the spirit. "Care for it, and it will help you." Tam did as instructed. Each day she fed the fish in secret, and it would rise to greet her. But the stepmother grew suspicious. Learning of the fish, she waited until Tam was away and killed it. When Tam returned and found the fish gone, she cried bitterly. The divine spirit appeared again. "The fish is not truly lost," the spirit said. "Gather its bones and bury them beneath your bed." Tam obeyed. Soon afterward, the king announced a great festival. Everyone in the kingdom was invited. Tam longed to attend, but her stepmother mixed beans and rice together and ordered her to separate every grain before nightfall. Certain that Tam would miss the celebration, the stepmother and Cam left for the festival alone. Once again, Tam wept. The divine spirit appeared and summoned a flock of birds. In moments, they separated every grain. Then the spirit told Tam to dig up the buried bones. There she found beautiful silk clothing, elegant slippers, and fine jewelry. Tam dressed herself and hurried toward the festival. Along the way, one of her slippers slipped from her foot and fell into a stream. She searched but could not find it. Meanwhile, the king's servants discovered the slipper. Its beauty was so remarkable that they brought it before the king. The king ordered that every unmarried woman in the kingdom try it on. Many attempted, but none could wear it. At last, Tam was found and brought before the court. The slipper fit perfectly. Impressed by her grace and kindness, the king chose Tam as his queen. For a time, she lived happily in the palace. But Cam and her mother burned with jealousy. One year, During a memorial ceremony for Tam's father, Tam returned to her old home. The stepmother instructed her to climb a tall areca palm tree and gather fruit. While Tam was high above the ground, the stepmother cut the tree. It crashed down. Believing Tam dead, the stepmother sent Cam to the palace to take her place. But Tam's story did not end there. Her spirit entered a golden oriole bird. The beautiful bird often flew to the palace and sang near the king. The king grew fond of it. When Cam learned this, she captured and killed the bird. Yet Tam returned again. From the place where the bird was buried grew a magnificent tree. Its shade was cool and pleasant, and the king often rested beneath it. Again Cam became jealous. She ordered the tree cut down. The wood was used to make a loom. But whenever Cam sat near it, she heard a voice reminding her of her wrongdoing. Terrified, she burned the loom. From its ashes grew a golden fruit tree, bearing a single extraordinary fruit. An elderly woman discovered the fruit and brought it home. Each day, she noticed that food appeared in her house and chores were mysteriously completed. One day, she hid and watched. From the fruit emerged a beautiful young woman. It was Tam. The old woman welcomed her warmly and treated her like a daughter. Eventually, the king learned of the remarkable woman living in the old woman's house. When he arrived, he immediately recognized Tam. Overjoyed, he brought her back to the palace. At last, the truth was revealed. Tam resumed her place as queen. Cam and her mother could no longer conceal the harm they had done. Their schemes had failed, while Tam's goodness and perseverance had carried her through every trial. And so Tam and the king lived together in peace, while the kingdom remembered the strange journey of the queen who had returned again and again, despite every attempt to destroy her. The tale of Tam and Cam reminds us that envy and cruelty eventually consume those who embrace them, while patience, kindness, and endurance possess a strength that cannot easily be defeated. If you enjoyed this tale, please like, subscribe, and share Simple Tales. There are many more legends waiting to be told.